Ray Charles. Mourners will be able to pay their respects in the South Hall of the Los Angeles Convention Center. And a day of celebration in Detroit. That city is going to hold a big-time championship parade for the Pistons after winning the NBA championship. The basketball team took the championship series 4-1 against the Los Angeles Lakers. All day long, you can stay on top of the very latest developments in those stories and others as they break on MSNBC. And tonight, be sure to watch Tom Brokaw with NBC Nightly News. And finally, here's a look at what's coming up later this morning on the Today Show. An exclusive interview with the family of American hostage Paul Johnson. They're speaking out for his safe return. Plus an update on the trial of Scott Peterson, the California man on trial for the murder of his wife Lacey and their unborn son, Connor. Now keep it on this channel for continuing local news, weather, sports, and more. I'm Alex Witt. Thanks for watching early today. Just your first stop of the day today on your NBC station. Have a good one.
The all-new Cash Explosion Double Play. Buy a Cash Explosion instant ticket and you could be on it. Cash Explosion Double Play, Saturday night at 7:30.
Severe weather threatens and your safety becomes an issue.
There it is, that little rotation right there.
Count on WSAZ News Channel 3.
We're continuing to watch a developing situation here.
Accurate, comprehensive weather information.
The flooding could become a real concern
From
here.
the region's leading team of meteorologists.
Right now I'm at the leading edge of this storm.
When Mother Nature is at her worst, we're at our best. Severe weather covering. First warning weather on WSAZ News Channel 3. When severe weather threatens,
You can almost see a rotation.
count on WSAZ News Channel
We're
3.
continuing to watch a developing situation here.
First warning weather
Still a
information
lot of activity showing up.
from the region's leading team of meteorologists.
Winds gusting to 40 miles an hour.
Severe weather coverage on WSAZ News Channel 3. Tim here, WSAZ News Channel 3. From WSAZ News Channel 3, where your news comes first, with Rob Johnson, Melanie Schaefer, and meteorologist Glenn Willing. This is News Channel 3 Sunrise.
The courtroom erupts a guilty verdict, sending the wife of a convicted killer right over the edge.
Also ahead, a little girl fighting for her life. Yet another reason to watch out when your kids are anywhere near a road. Good morning to you. It's 5 o'clock this Thursday, June the 17th. I'm Rob Johnson.
I'm Melanie Schaefer. Glad you're here checking in with us this Thursday morning. All the top stories ahead. First up, your forecasting. Glenn standing by with the latest. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Melanie. Good morning, Rob. Not a bad afternoon yesterday. You know, we really didn't see any real big soakers. Had a couple showers and thunderstorms, but not near what we'd had the days before. Today, well, could get back in that wet pattern again. Let's look at the forecast. Still calling for the same type of weather we've had over the last several days. You walk outside and it's certainly another steamy morning with temperatures already in the low 70s with the humidity to go with it. Upper 80s today for the high, just about where we were yesterday, and another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms. A good possibility again. Had a little dry pocket of air kind of snuck into the upper atmosphere yesterday that kept us from getting too wet. Today looks like the moisture is back. So we'll talk more about that and look at the weekend when I come back in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Glenn.
Well, we just begin the newscast with some good news to pass along. It's about that little girl who was hit head-on by a car last night.
As a matter of fact, doctors in Huntington have now upgraded her condition from critical to serious but stable. The driver of a van, Tammy Newsom, told News Channel 3 she was only going about 20 miles an hour down West 5th Avenue when a 4-year-old named Ariel Chapman darted out in front of her. Witnesses say the girl was hit so hard it knocked her out of her shoes. But police say they don't think speed was a factor. Instead, their investigation will continue. Nonetheless, police and witnesses agree several factors make this an accident-prone area.
This is a congested area where there's a lot of kids in the area here, and they frequently cross the street from time to time to where sometimes the supervision might be a little lax, but we really don't know at this particular time if this was this case or not.
Now, many people in the neighborhood say speed bumps might slow down some of that traffic, but police tell us it's against the state law to install speed bumps on a street that's open to traffic like West 5th Avenue.
This is the second child that's been hit in less than a month, too. In Charleston, police say a teenager hit while he was on his bike remains in critical condition yet. Officers tell us the boy suffered severe brain injuries in the accident. It happened along Pennsylvania Avenue. Police say the teenager was actually talking on his cell phone while he was biking, and then he was hit. Witnesses say the driver tried to avoid the bike but just couldn't.
A jury found a former soldier in the Kanawha Valley guilty of robbing and then running over a Kanawha City man more than a year ago. And the victim died 2 weeks after this. But after the murder verdict came in yesterday, things got very heated at the courthouse. The man who got convicted in this case, Robert Piscopo, that's his wife. She had to be taken out of the courtroom screaming. What she was saying there was, I have a 6-month-old daughter at home that will never know him, the father. However, Bobby Bell's family says they've gone through enough too. After being run over, Bobby didn't die for 2 weeks. They had to stay at his bedside. Police say Robert Piscopo, the man found guilty here, didn't work alone. Michael Moss is scheduled to go into court this August.
In another case, a man admits to killing 15 horses by setting the barn they were in on fire. And today, Michael Holstein will learn his fate. Holstein set the Evergreen Farms stable off of Corridor G on fire last summer. Holstein worked at the stables at the time. He faces a minimum of 5 years in prison when he is sentenced later on this morning.
Can you find an arsonist? That may be the big question in the Portsmouth area. The Ohio State Fire Marshal is offering a reward now in a case from Portsmouth. Jose Espejo Gonzalez, you may remember this picture. He is still on the loose now. He's the man wanted in connection with a fire at a house at 3162 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Gonzalez is a native of Peru. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighs about 260 pounds. Black hair, may still be wearing that goatee you see. Investigators believe the fire was in retaliation for a domestic dispute.
More Kanawha County deputies are on patrol near Elkview this morning. It's after somebody dropped several cinder blocks from an I-79 overpass. Now, it happened around 11 Tuesday night in the Wills Creek area. 9 tractor trailers were damaged, but no one was hurt. By the time the officers arrived on the scene, there was no one on the bridge.
Emergency workers in Kanawha County will soon have another tool to help them in a crisis. Metro 911 has agreed to buy what they call a ring-down system. That sends recorded messages to hundreds of phones all in a minute's time. It's a way to reach the public directly in case of an emergency. The ring-down system also will allow Metro to send a recorded message to phones in different areas of Kanawha County with information and instructions for the public. The system also can notify the media of emergencies more quickly.
A new and improved 911 system will go online just a few months from now in Greenup County. Scott Floyd of Greenup E911 says the system will go online on September the 1st. His office is still installing equipment and verifying some addresses at this point. Now, Enhanced 911 provides dispatchers with pinpoint locations of emergency calls, as well as medical or criminal history associated with that caller's address.
Matter of fact, speaking of 911, a new mapping and addressing system in West Virginia could make it easier for all of those emergency workers to find you quicker. And the new system will give each home a more specific address. Kanawha County emergency leaders began talks of the new system last year. Field technicians spent the better part of last week touring county, too. And in Cabell County, authorities say they need the improvement, too.
Rural sections of Cabell County, not too many of those locations have what we call a city type address. They have the Route 1 or the Route 3, Box 1, whatever. And it's hard because right now we do not have what we call an accurate map.
The organizers say the statewide project will take at least another year to complete. Well, America's Golf Tournament starting up today. One final tune-up for the U.S. Open.
Yep, plus also coming up in sports, fans pack the Great American Ballpark to see a great power hitter do his thing. We'll tell you more about Junior's chase for 500 next in sports.
Also, our power-hitting meteorologist. Is he a power hitter? We'll get him on deck in just a moment for your full first warning forecast. It's now 7 minutes after 5.
Great gifts for Dad during the big one at Goodies. One big day, 16 hours of store-wide savings. Men's Ivy Crew and Munsingwear sportswear, $9.99. 50% off men's duck head. And men's Levi's denim shorts, $17.99. Plus, take 50% off all 00 ending clearance from 8 a.m. to noon.
We strive to have the best brands and the best possible prices. It's just that simple.
Store-wide savings for the entire family at the big one. Saturday only, 8 a.m. to midnight at Goodies. Don't forget, Father's Day is June 20th.
Oh, hey, Scamper.
Still glad we took the roof off the house?
We're getting better wireless reception inside, aren't we?
This is ridiculous.
Do we think alike or what? Switch to Alltel and get a wireless network built to give you clear calls inside and out. Guaranteed. Right now, get unlimited nights, weekends, and mobile-to-mobile minutes on select rate plans. Clear calls in more places.
You got that right.
Alltel.
Huge inventory, great deal. It could only mean one thing. It's the Chevy 10 event. Now, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing on select Colorado and Silverado models. Or current GM owners and lessees get $3,000 loyalty cash on select Colorado models or $4,000 loyalty cash on select Silverado models. Hurry, the selection won't last. The 10s come down July 5th. The Chevy 10 event. Turn the key, start a revolution. See your Tri-State Chevy dealer today.
Did you know that Pollock's Jewelers has millions of dollars in the finest jewelry right here in Ashland? You no longer have to travel to the bigger cities to find one-of-a-kind diamond and gemstone jewelry. With the area's largest inventory, it's all right here. Just a short drive from wherever you are. So stop in Pollock's Jewelers today and let us light up your eyes.
Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes. Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes.
First warning weather.
I can't believe it. We have a whole newscast without fresh talk of high water problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
First time in a long time.
Yeah, yesterday wasn't too bad. There was one little thunderstorm got itself together around Greenup County, Kentucky, snuck through Lawrence County, and that was pretty much it, Lawrence County in Ohio. And hopefully today we'll see the same, but I expect it'll be different.
Yeah, tomorrow morning we probably will have that same chat going again.
Well, it's a good possibility. You know, there are no flood watches out, and yesterday's relatively dry weather certainly helped the cause quite a bit. But today, with a little more moisture overhead, we'll see a little better chance to see more widespread shower coverage. As we look at the forecast for the day, we're still in the soup. Very steamy air outside. Temperatures starting in the low 70s about everywhere you look. And with the dew point right around 70 degrees, it is plenty steamy to start the day today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, a good bet as we get into the afternoon. Daytime highs right about where they were yesterday, close to 87 degrees. Huntington Weather Cam showing some cloud cover overhead, but a few breaks in there, and certainly lots of haze, lots of moisture. It's going to be a steamy one again today. Take a look here at our water vapor imagery. This gives us an indication of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, and I'll let you see the scale here because where we get up towards the white, the grayish and the white, that tells us there's more moisture in the air. Well, relatively speaking, not too bad. But if you looked at this yesterday afternoon, almost black. So, I mean, we had some pretty dry air in the upper atmosphere. Things starting to moisten up a little bit, so that'll give the air a lot more to work with here as we get into the afternoon as far as a chance for showers go. But this morning, things pretty quiet. Little area of rain running right in there, north of Charleston. Moving off to the northeast now, and very quiet for everyone else to begin with. It looks like afternoon before we'll start to see some of those showers pop. And a few clouds overhead, but some breaks too. So we'll get some hazy sunshine during the day today, and that'll warm the temperatures up very quickly. Yesterday, clouds kind of lingered and kept us down a little bit through the day today. Should have taken that out. No flood watch in effect for the day today. That's left over from yesterday. This is now 74 in Huntington, Portsmouth, 73 degrees in Athens. Same for Point Pleasant, Gallipolis, Charleston at 72. Richwood is at 68 degrees. Looking at some soakers here as we get into the afternoon hours. Still very warm air pushing up from the south. Weak cold front to our north, so we'll keep that chance for rain through the day today. Tomorrow we start to see a little positive change, although still some scattered showers around. Cold front gets close. The rain will be probably not as widespread as today, but still in the forecast. And then Father's Day weekend on Saturday and Sunday, most of the action confined to our north, although wouldn't rule out just a passing shower, especially on Saturday. Hazy and humid, showers and thunderstorms again this afternoon, 87 for the high, 70 overnight, still very steamy with some lingering showers possible. Partly cloudy on Friday, scattered rain, 85 for the high. Here's the extended forecast Saturday. Chance for that passing shower. Sunday looks like it just may stay dry. I wouldn't cancel any weekend plans, especially on Father's Day. Daytime highs this weekend in the low 80s. By Tuesday, see a chance for some rain. 80 on Tuesday. That's our next chance for a shower. Next week, though, should stay relatively dry. I'm concerned I come back and Rob's holding a weapon in his hand. So I didn't think the forecast was that bad.
That's for our heavy-hitting meteorologist, I believe.
Ah, the power hitter. Thank you.
Power hitter.
I'll tell you, I swung a mean bat back in Robinson, Illinois, back in '87.
Yeah.
The Robinson Maroons.
I can bunt like a champ.
Is that right?
No.
That's very important. That's how you move the runners around, Melanie.
That's one less weapon to hit the meteorologist, which is...
I might need this to take out with me if it doesn't stop raining here before
long. You got
long.
that. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. All right, more on sports now. The dream season comes to an end for some local high school ball players.
Also, Junior feeling the pressure. The chase for his 500th homer still going this morning. News Channel 3's Keith Morehouse has your sports.
Good morning, everybody. Got your Thursday morning wake-up call. And, you know, last night, 42,343 Cincinnati Reds fans were on the edge of their seats, including a little Morehouse kid, all hoping to watch history unfold at the Great American Ballpark. Ken Griffey Jr. must have felt every one of them breathing down his neck, the weight of the baseball world on his shoulders, and fans showing their respect. A little more facial hair for Ken Griffey Jr. than we're used to. Early on, first inning, gets under this one just a little bit, so it is a harmless fly ball to center field. So no home run just yet, stuck at 499. But Adam Dunn says here's what you'd like to do if you could. His 19th home run just clears the wall in right field, and the Reds tie things up. Also, one of the hitting stars for the Reds on this night, a guy named Tim Hummel. Number 60 in your program, his first home run of the season, and the Reds tie it up again with the Rangers. This one goes deep into the game before Ryan Friel sort of breaks things open with his shot to right center field, just under the glove of the diving center fielder. 2 runs come home for Cincinnati. They lead it now by 2, and then the old captain with some insurance. Barry Larkin right back up the box, brings in 2 runs. The Reds win it over Texas. 7-4 is your final. Charleston Alley Cats, speaking of a little pressure, trying to reduce that magic number from 3 to 2 last night in a bit of a swoon as they try to clinch the Northern Division. And up against Kannapolis again, they just can't get it done. That magic number stays at 3, 6-2 the final. Kannapolis over Charleston. The Ashland Tomcats and the Johnson Central Golden Eagles each looking for the chance to represent Eastern Kentucky in the state tournament in Lexington, having to play each other. This is big time for the Cats and Johnson Central. What a pitcher's battle it was early. Johnson Central's Adam Blanton here had his stuff, but also for the Tomcats, Chad Cook on the hill. He returned the favor, striking out Blanton himself. There it is on the outside corner. Defense for Ashland now. Matt Johnson's in center field. Now watch this. In a game like this, you got to play defense. Strong effort out here, making the diving catch. So we're still scoreless. Finally, first run of the game. Justin Blanton on third for Johnson Central, and he's going to come on a suicide squeeze. Watch Mike Walters perfectly execute the suicide. 1-0. Johnson Central goes on for the 2-1 win as they eliminate Ashland. And finally, 104th U.S. Open starts today at Shinnecock Hills in New York. You know, this one seems wide open. A lot of contenders in this one. Can Tiger Woods win his first major in a couple of years? Can Phil Mickelson win the Masters, then win the U.S. Open? Well, they'll have to do it on a track that is very, very difficult. Shinnecock Hills resembles more of a links-like course over in the British Open areas of golf, but this one will be contested here, and U.S. Open coverage on NBC and WSAZ starts later this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That's your morning wake-up call for this Thursday. I'm Keith Morehouse. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you, Keith. Still up ahead this morning, murder, assault, robbery, all the results of a growing drug problem in our region.
And coming up in our cover story, attacking drug abuse, why the biggest problem may be right in your own neighborhood. We'll let you know about the new steps police and the court system taking to try and clean up some neighborhoods. It's now 5:16. Back in a moment.
You get one.
Watch as this cut is being protected invisibly by Liquid Bandage from Band-Aid brand. Its Dermabond Hospital technology forms a waterproof, germ-proof seal, so you heal fast with one application.
Come on, Dad! Hey, wait up!
Band-Aid Liquid Bandage. Heal better.
Medicine with muscle. For your tough muscle pain, nothing works faster or stronger. Not Advil, not Aleve. Medicine with muscle. Motrin IB.
Seniors shouldn't have to choose between food and medicine. That's why Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito helped pass historic new Medicare benefits. Preventive procedures like blood tests that help detect heart disease early. Increased access to vital therapy care for seniors in nursing homes. And now, Help buying prescription drugs for all seniors is finally on the way. Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito, making Medicare better, improving health care for West Virginia seniors.
My mom loves family gatherings. Aunts, uncles, cousins, kids, dogs. It sure gets messy. But Mom doesn't mind. She knows how to deal with it.
Oh, honey, let me get you something better.
Mom says sponges don't kill germs, they just spread them around. That's why she likes Clorox disinfecting wipes. They both clean and disinfect.
Just one wipe through there, you'll clean it right up. Thanks, Grandma.
They clean the mess and they kill the germs.
Mama's got the magic of Clorox.
Come celebrate West Virginia's birthday at our annual Wild West Day Street Fair, June 18th through the 20th in Old Central City, with gunfights, games, rides, music, an antique fair, food, crafts, a quilt show, wine tasting, and lots more. Don't miss the excitement of Wild West Days, June 18th through the 20th, starting at 10 a.m. Bring the family and join in the fun. For more information, call 1-800-CALL-WVA or go to oldcentralcity.com. Old Central City, where we put the West in West Virginia.
Here are the local headlines for this Thursday, June the 17th. A former soldier from the Kanawha Valley is guilty of murder. A jury says Robert Piscopo did kill Robert Bell while trying to steal his purse back in 2002. Piscopo's wife went berserk after the verdict was read, had to be carried out of the courtroom in Charleston. The Ohio Fire Marshal is now offering a reward to find the man behind a fire in Portsmouth. They're searching for a man named Jose Espejo Gonzalez. He has addresses in northern Ohio and in Florida, but he's accused of trying to kill the Collins family in Portsmouth by torching their house on Gallia Street. And the West Virginia program called Temporary Aid to Needy Families, TANF, will not be cut. Lawmakers have approved $5 million to stop the planned cuts. It specifically will provide child care money for low-income families.
In the Kanawha Valley, we're really seeing the explosion in popularity of meth labs these days. It is a drug crime trend that only seems to be getting worse. And in parts of eastern Kentucky, the biggest drug problem, believe it or not, is rooted in our own medicine cabinets. Law enforcement say that prescription drug abuse is rampant and the courts are clogged. So in our Sunrise cover story this morning, News Channel 3's Bill Murray has more on one city's struggle trying to push out the pill pushers.
Prescription drugs your biggest problem right now?
Yes.
No question.
No question.
What was originally intended to help people is actually crippling the Louisa Police Department. Drug arrests are shattering old records. The biggest increase, the buying and selling of prescription drugs.
This region, it seems to be, it's a plague. It's a plague on our blight on our communities. Activity in the region here just seems to be doubling.
WSAZ obtained copies of the department records over the last 4 years. In 2000, there were 67 narcotics arrests within city limits. Last year, there were 156. And look at this, only 6 months into 2004, 116 cases already on the books.
Our theft rate has tripled due to this problem.
So it's a snowball kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely. We're paying for it every day. You pay for it when they use their prescription card, and you pay for it on your insurance. In this area, we have a lot of the elderly folk, and they seem to be getting preyed upon more and more.
They come right over here and heard them were screaming.
One of Louisa's most brutal assault cases may have drugs as the root of the violence. The victim robbed and attacked with a baseball bat.
You get one?
Local pharmacists are turning into crime fighters, now more than ever, calling cops over suspected abuse and fraud.
Most of these things are legitimate prescriptions. Now, I'm not sure how legitimate the need for the prescription is, but you got to start at the source if you're going to solve the problem.
Investigators say the doctor wrote tens of thousands of illegal narcotic prescriptions.
News Channel 3's Randy Yowie has profiled many pain clinics investigated or shut down. Doctors accused of writing prescriptions unnecessarily. In just the past few months, there is a new program here in Lawrence County that tackles not only the problem of the crime, but also the addiction. If someone goes through drug court for 12 months and successfully completes the program, well, they can avoid jail time altogether. A program with random drug testing and therapy sessions.
It's somebody that wants to get off drugs, that has the incentive, and they're finally down to the last option, and they're wanting to do something to better themselves.
The program is just months old, but police hope the new drug court can curb the trend of pill pushers pushing their way to the top of the city's crime problem.
At this time, we really don't have an answer. Work more with the doctors, just try to get the amount of prescriptions that they're writing for these people cut back. Other than that, the streets are flooded with narcotics.
Now again, the Lawrence County program started just a couple of months ago, and so far there are 4 people going through this drug court. Now, when you talk about drug abuse, turns out it's directly tied into the number of DUI arrests they're making as well. The Louisa police chief says more than half of all the DUI cases actually don't involve alcohol. They involve narcotics.
Let's get a check of that forecast now, and there's another warm morning out there, which has usually been the indication of problems to come later in the day.
Yeah, now yesterday that wasn't the case. Today I expect it will be. We do see a little better chance for the shower activity to be a little more widespread today. Let's check the forecast. TTA bus stop forecast. Looks very similar to the last few days, but it's warmer this morning than it was yesterday or even the day before. 72 as we start out, 87 by afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms again as we move into the afternoon hours. No flood watches this morning. That's good news, but plenty of heat. Everyone sitting in the low 70s except for Richwood coming in at 68 degrees. Same for Beckley, but still very warm, very humid as you walk out the door this morning. Doppler 3 radar. Not much going on. It was pretty quiet last night and still fairly quiet this morning. You see a little action there just south of Parkersburg, between Parkersburg and Charleston. And that's really about it. Look for that to pick up, though, as we get into the afternoon hours. We expect some afternoon showers and thunderstorms as that very warm, very humid air continues to press up from the south. Cold front to our north will keep the rain around probably through about Friday. The UV index will actually be up today. We do expect to see a little more sunshine. Some skin types, of course, can burn in just 20 minutes. If you have skin like me, closer to 5 minutes. So wear your sunscreen if you're outside today. We do expect to see quite a bit more sun today than yesterday, but also a few more showers too, guys, as we get into the afternoon.
All right, thanks, Glenn.
Still up ahead, all right, women, you know your biological clock literally is always ticking.
So if you're wondering just how much time is left, well, there is a measurement, and a little bit of math could give you the answer. We'll share the help in just a moment. It's now 5:24.
Adults with high cholesterol, diet and exercise aren't always enough. But adding Lipitor can help lower your total cholesterol 29 to 45%. Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medications you are taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as they may be a sign of a serious side effect. So take the next step. Ask your doctor if Lipitor is right for you.
Today's medicines are helping millions live longer, healthier lives. But if you're having trouble paying for your prescription drugs, RX for West Virginia can help. RX for West Virginia, a clearinghouse where America's pharmaceutical companies make patient assistance programs available to West Virginians who qualify. And for those who do, RX for West Virginia makes medicine more affordable. To see if you're eligible, log on or call RX for West Virginia, because we're here to help.
This Father's Day, the perfect gift for Dad is at Lowe's, where we're celebrating with special values, like this straight line laser level, now only $29.98. And Lowe's has the largest selection of DeWalt, Hitachi, Bosch, and Shopvac power tools in the country. Give a Lowe's gift card and let Dad choose the perfect one. Use your Lowe's credit card store-wide and pay nothing for 12 months on all purchases of $299 or more. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Women say their biological clock is ticking, and in the not-so-distant future, you might actually know just how quickly it's ticking. Doctors in Great Britain say they might have come up with a model to find out how much time is left. It combines an ultrasound measurement of the ovaries with a mathematical formula trying to predict a woman's reproductive age. Preliminary tests suggest that this formula is an accurate way to determine how many healthy eggs a woman does have left and at what age she'll enter menopause. Researchers hope that this could lead to a non-invasive screening test trying to predict your fertility.
Something called Mexeril may be the best way to block out the UV rays this summer, but there is a small problem. Can't get it here. Many countries use the ingredient Mexeril in sunscreen. In fact, some have for more than a decade. Doctors say it is safe, but it hasn't been approved in this country by the FDA. Still, some people have been turning to the internet to get sunscreen with this Mexeril, and doctors say it's working.
From what I've been able to gather, 2 times more powerful than the parasols and the other things that we've had in standard sunscreens.
Now, the cosmetic company L'Oreal confirms that it's working with the FDA to market this Mexeril in the U.S. Beyond that, though, wouldn't give us any other comment.
All right, I knew this before I saw these numbers today. The pollen is picking up slightly, so you'll be sniffling along with me. Today's numbers will be in the moderate range, and it's the same deal for Friday, so hang on. News Channel 3 Sunrise will be right back. It's 5:28.
It's the S&K Suits of Summer sales event.
The fabrics, cool and comfortable, like these Burt Pulitzer suits, and lightweight cotton or linen microblends.
You might expect to pay $250 for these suits, but at S&K you can buy 2 for $200.
Huge inventory, great deals. It could only mean one thing. It's the Chevy 10 event. Now qualified buyers get 0% APR financing on select Colorado and Silverado models. Or current GM owners and lessees get $3,000 loyalty cash on select Colorado models or $4,000 loyalty cash on select Silverado models. Hurry, the selection won't last. The 10s come down July 5th. The Chevy 10 event. Turn the key, start a revolution. See your Tri-State Chevy dealer today.
Get great gifts for Dad during the big one at Goodies. One big day, 16 hours of store-wide savings. Men's Ivy Crew and Munsingwear sportswear, $9.99. 50% off men's duck head. And men's Levi's denim shorts, $17.99. Plus, take 50% off all 00 ending clearance from 8 a.m. to noon.
We strive to have the best brands and the best possible prices. It's just that simple.
Store-wide savings for the entire family at the big one. Saturday only, 8 a.m. to midnight at Goodies. Don't forget, Father's Day is June 20th.
Would you like to receive all digital local channels for your TV? Wireless Innovations is the home of the lowest all digital price in America. Dish Network Satellite TV offers a value pack for only $24.99 a month with over 50 top channels and digital clarity. Plus your local news, weather, and sports, just a mere $5.99 extra. Or receive over 100 of your favorite channels, plus HBO and Cinemax for only $49.99 a month. And the first 3 months are free. Get free installation and a free dish with any plan. We're Wireless Innovations, and with 3 locations, we want to be your digital satellite center.
If you demand value, you don't want to miss the Suits of Summer sales event at S&K.
The styling? Good to go anywhere in these lightweight wool blend suits from Kilburn and Finch, now 2 for $200.
Take the S&K challenge today.
From WSAZ News Channel 3, where your news comes first, with Rob Johnson, Melanie Schaefer, and meteorologist Glenn Willie. This is News Channel 3 Sunrise.
A courtroom erupts. A guilty verdict sends the wife of a convicted killer over the edge.
Plus, a little girl fighting for her life this morning. Yet another reason we all need to watch out for our kids when we're out driving and playing nearby streets. We're glad you're with us this morning. It is 5:30 right now. I'm Melanie Schaefer.
I'm Rob Johnson. Let's start off. Check that forecast. I want to get from Glenn Willie. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, good morning, Rob. Good morning, Melanie. Off to a very similar start again today. Very warm, very humid outside. And today will be similar to the last several days, too. Let's look at the forecast. Still very steamy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Probably looking at a little more action on the radar this afternoon than what we had yesterday. Just a few really isolated showers and thunderstorms developed yesterday afternoon. We snuck in a little dry air from the south for just a little bit that kept the sky under control yesterday afternoon. I expect that won't be the case today. We'll take a closer look at today's forecast and a peek at the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Glenn.
Beginning our news this morning, we do have some good news to pass along. It's about the little girl who was hit head-on by a car last night.
Doctors in Huntington have now upgraded her condition from critical to serious but stable. The driver of a van, Tammy Newman, told News Channel 3 she was only going about 20 miles an hour down West 5th Avenue in Huntington when a 4-year-old named Ariel Chapman darted out in front of her. Witnesses say the little girl was hit so hard, though, it knocked her out of her shoes. Police say they don't think speed, though, was the factor, but they are still investigating. Nonetheless, police and witnesses agree that several factors make this an accident-prone area.
This is a congested area where there's a lot of kids in the area here, and they frequently cross the street from time to time to where sometimes the supervision might be a little lax, but we really don't know at this particular time if this was this case or not.
A number of people in the neighborhood told us that speed bumps might help slow down that traffic. But police tell us that's against the state law to install speed bumps on a street that's open to traffic like West 5th Avenue.
And this is actually the second child that's been hit by a car in less than a month. In Charleston, police say a teenager who was hit while he was on his bike remains in critical condition yet. Officers tell us the boy suffered severe brain injuries in the accident. It happened along Pennsylvania Avenue. Police say the teen was talking on a cell phone while he was riding his bike, and that's when he was hit. Witnesses say the driver did try to avoid the bike, but couldn't.
Well, the case may be more than a year old, but the emotions certainly aren't. A guilty verdict will put a local National Guard member, Robert Piscopo, behind bars for robbing and then running over a man from Kanawha City. News Channel 3 Shelley Slater spoke with the victim's family. They say hearing a jury convict Robert Piscopo of first-degree murder made it all very real and very emotional for both sides in this case.
The anger. The denial. And the relief.
You just wanted to scream, just to say, shout, let's say, and hallelujah, God, thank you. That's all you can say.
A guilty verdict bringing out raw emotions. The family of Bobby Bell, a 51-year-old cross-dresser, says tonight is a victory.
All of the bad that was there, something good came out of it, because out of that, something God prevailed. And he brought justice where it belonged.
Police say Piscopo worked with Michael Moss to rob and run over Bell here in this Kanawha City parking lot. That's where Mary found her son alive. 2 weeks later, Bobby died, but by then both Piscopo and Moss were gone overseas, enlisting in the National Guard, a move prosecutors call running from trouble.
I still want justice.
Her focus now on Michael Moss and what she'll tell Bobby tonight in her prayers.
I just tell him soon here, everything will be okay.
But the defense won't let it rest. They say prosecutors brought in a fellow National Guardsman to testify Piscopo made racial slurs on the job.
The interjection of a unrelated racial allegations in this case made this a trial within a trial.
And reason, he says, for an appeal that could rekindle the hurt and the pain for both sides.
Now, throughout the trial, Piscopo chose to wear his National Guard uniform, as you saw in those pictures. Prosecutors say that was his attempt to try and gain some respect from the jury. But military leaders say that was inappropriate because Piscopo never got permission from his unit commander to do it. Now, as for the other man charged in this case, Michael Moss, he goes on trial in August. Well, 4 years, that's the sentence a judge gave another man found guilty on murder charges in Charleston. Prosecutors say David Darst of Mason shot and killed Roger Foy. It was a botched drug deal. Happened last summer on the west side of Charleston. Darst has already served a year in jail.
A former Lawrence County Sheriff's deputy is out of a job after being charged with forcing an inmate to have sex with him. Paul R. Roach allegedly forced a male inmate to have sex, and now he'll have to serve 4 years community-controlled sanctions under intensive supervised probation. If he violates his probation, he could be sent to prison for 17 months.
More Kanawha County deputies are on patrol near Elkview this morning after somebody's been dropping several cinder blocks off of an I-79 overpass. Happened about 11 Tuesday night in the Wills Creek area again. 9 tractor trailers were damaged, but no one was hurt. And by the time officers arrived there, no one was on the bridge any longer.
The Morris Square building kind of has a new owner of sorts. It's the state. Lawmakers approved the deal to make way for the new Alley Cat baseball stadium. It will now be part of the design of the stadium. The state had already unloaded the building and even passed a law to forbid the government from having any business dealings with it again, but that law only turns out to have lasted 4 years. They rebought it. Now it will be part of the revitalizing of the east end of Charleston.
Legislature also approved a lot of needed funding during the special session for things like flood relief and welfare. But West Virginia State University is wondering why it didn't make the cut. The school needs $1.5 million to get matching money and federal funds. The money was not included in the state budget passed earlier this year. The school is now looking to the state's congressional delegation for help.
The Kanawha County Board of Education will look into a plan today to create a Dean of Students position at several schools in the district. The board starts its meeting at 6 tonight. Now, board members will also honor Teacher of the Year, Misty Pennington.
Oh, water rate hike may be in the works for the Canova City Council meeting. Council taking public comment on that issue tonight. The meeting starts at 7:30 in Canova City Council chambers.
City of Huntington is looking for a new seal of approval of sorts. Mayor David Valentin conducting a search for a new city logo, and he wants your input in helping with the design. So beginning today, logo entries can be submitted by email to the mayor's email address. You can find that link right here on our website, WSAZ.com, or they can also be snail mailed to the mayor's office. The address is P.O. Box 1659, Huntington, West Virginia, 25717. 4 finalists will be selected in this by July the 26th, and then Huntington residents will get to vote on all the entries. All right, will kids be able to head to the pool today, or will they be stuck inside watching the rain?
It's been an iffy last couple of weeks on the pool front, but Glenn Willie has your full first warning forecast when we come back. It's 5:38. You're watching News Channel 3 Sunrise.
Did you know that Pollock's Jewelers has millions of dollars in the finest jewelry right here in Ashland? You no longer have to travel to the bigger cities to find one-of-a-kind diamond and gemstone jewelry. With the area's largest inventory, it's all right here, just a short drive from wherever you are. So stop in Pollock's Jewelers today and let us light up your eyes.
Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes. Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes.
Seniors shouldn't have to choose between food and medicine. That's why Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito helped pass historic new Medicare benefits. Preventive procedures like blood tests that help detect heart disease early. Increased access to vital therapy care for seniors in nursing homes. And now, help buying prescription drugs for all seniors is finally on the way. Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito, making Medicare better, improving health care for West Virginia seniors.
That was amazing.
The classic chicken strip basket from Dairy Queen. Crispy white meat chicken, fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Do one and DQ something different. And finish off with a tempting chocolate-dipped strawberry blizzard treat.
This is Mary. She just leased an Odyssey EX with a DVD rear entertainment system for $259 a month. That low monthly lease payment is possible in part because the Odyssey retains more of its value than any minivan in its class. So the higher the resale value, the lower the monthly lease payments can be. Thus, why Mary is smiling. Now you can lease an Odyssey EX with a DVD rear entertainment system for $259 a month for 24 months.
First warning weather.
All right, the Coal Festival continuing in Madison today. The gospel sing at 6. The carnival starts at 7. And what's it look like for everybody headed there?
Yeah, well, it looks fine right now. It's late afternoon and evening again. Those showers and thunderstorms a possibility. You know, they're not together now, so we don't know where they're going to fall.
Yeah.
Pop up on us.
They get all organized in the afternoon and
They
then
do get
surprise
organized
us.
in the afternoon.
Last night giving us a break, though.
Yeah, it really did. We got a little dry air in the right spot in the atmosphere, and things stayed under control outside of just a few isolated showers and thunderstorms yesterday. I expect we're going to see a lot more activity here later in the day today. Let's get to the forecast. Still very warm, very humid as you walk out the door this morning. Low 70s to start. warmer than even what we had yesterday. 82 by lunchtime, 87 for the high. Scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, a good bet today. And as I said, I expect a little more activity today than what we had yesterday. You can see the sky, some breaks this morning, but clouds will be kind of hanging around through the day today. But with that opening there, and these several openings that we'll see today, be a little warmer, and that UV index will be higher too. We'll see a lot more sunshine today than the last couple. On the water vapor imagery, we had some drier air that came in yesterday, but now that moisture is starting to push back in, and that will give the air what it needs to drop a little more rain, form a few more showers and thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon today. Radar is very quiet this morning, not a whole lot happening. We had a few little rain showers kind of make it up north of Charleston, between Charleston and Parkersburg, and now even shifting a little more to the east and West Virginia, but that is about it. Quiet through Kentucky and southeastern Ohio. Things will pick up, though, as we get into the day with the heat of the day. Breaks in the cloud cover this morning, a pretty decent morning outside of just that real sticky air. It's difficult to get a real good, solid, deep breath with all the moisture out there. And that will be the case through the weekend, even as the humidity sticks around. 72 to start in Logan, 73 Point Pleasant Gallipolis, same for Athens. Portsmouth is at 74. So is Huntington. A very warm start to the day. Expect some afternoon soakers today. A lot more activity than what we had yesterday. More widespread. Cold front still to our north. Tomorrow we start to see what I would term a positive change. Still a chance for some rain, but we'll start to see those showers taper off a little bit as we head into the Father's Day weekend. And by Saturday and Sunday, now still could catch a passing shower on Saturday. Father's Day, Sunday looks pretty good. We'll start to see most of the action press up farther to our north. So if you're headed maybe to Cedar Point this weekend, up in Sandusky, Ohio, may catch a shower there. Might be a better bet with all that action pressing north of here. We can use the break. We could use some dry days. Hazy and humid, showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, 87 for the high, 70 overnight. Some lingering showers into a still very steamy evening. Partly cloudy with some scattered rain around on Friday. 85 for the high. Here's the extended forecast. Saturday, Sunday, not looking bad at all. May catch a passing shower, especially on Saturday. Sunday looks like it'll stay dry, so keep those outdoor plans going for the weekend. Monday, 82. Tuesday, another chance of rain. Really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the air is trying to dry out, but still could see a chance for some rain. I'd say Tuesday, the best chance for rain of the first 3 days of next week.
All right, thank you, Glenn.
Quick clarification, too, on the Coal Festival. Carnival starts at 5 today.
Not 7.
Yeah, and then it's a brass band tonight at 7:30.
That was actually my fault. I gave her the wrong time. Sorry. Sorry.
Where's that bat we had?
Yeah, find it, would you? Clock him one.
We got it clear, though. You can check out the Carnival at 5.
Carnival at 5. Thanks a lot. All right, you know, catching a foul ball is a very big deal when you're at the ballpark.
Yeah, you may have even seen the flap over a foul ball from Texas, but this morning, the adult at the center of all this controversy did something different. We'll share that with you in a moment. It's now 5:44.
Yeah, you got the ball, buddy. Nice goal. You took it away from a little kid.
When severe weather threatens, count on first warning weather information, severe weather coverage on WSAZ News Channel 3.
$279 a month at Jaguar Charleston.
There are nearly 250,000 West Virginians with no health insurance. And if they get sick, they may not have access to the medicine they need. But now there's RX for West Virginia, a clearinghouse with over 300 patient assistance programs sponsored by America's pharmaceutical companies. And for those who qualify, RX for West Virginia is making medicine more affordable. To learn if you're eligible, log on or call RX for West Virginia, because we're here to help.
The Saturn Ion,
with dent-resistant side panels.
On select Ion models, get 0% APR financing or $2,500 toward your down payment. See your retailer for details.
Hi, I'm Diane McVeigh of Dials Hearing Centers. For most of us, hearing is something we take for granted. But if you do have trouble hearing, Dials Hearing Centers uses the most advanced technology to compensate for hearing loss. Our latest technology, artificial intelligence, reacts much like the brain to adjust to listening situations. Call one of our 3 centers for a free consultation to see if hearing aids are right for you. Dials Hearing Centers, helping people hear since 1949.
WSAZ News Channel 3 Sunrise.
Welcome back. Here's what's making headlines. It's Thursday, June the 17th. A Kanawha County National Guardsman is guilty in the death of a cross-dresser who refused to give up his purse. Robert Piscopo of Cedar Grove was found guilty yesterday of robbery and the murder of Bobby Bell. He faces at least 15 years in prison. Michael Moss, another guardsman, goes on trial in August. The Ohio State Fire Marshal is offering a reward right now trying to catch an arsonist. Jose Aspilleo Gonzalez is wanted in connection with a house fire in Portsmouth. Investigators believe the fire was in retaliation for a domestic dispute. And $5 million earmarked to help parents pay for child care right now. West Virginia lawmakers appropriated that money during their special session this week, sending it on to the Department of Health and Human Resources. Now, the money is intended of softening the blow of $42 million in cuts to the TANF program.
An Iraqi official says 35 people are dead, nearly 140 injured in a car bombing this morning in Baghdad. This official says hospitals all throughout Baghdad are just flooded with injured people right now. The number of casualties is expected to grow, too. Oh, picture September 11 even worse. The commission investigating the 9/11 attacks now says al-Qaeda originally thought of hijacking 10 airliners that day. They plan to destroy many more buildings across the country, including the Capitol, the White House, a nuclear power plant, and buildings in Los Angeles and San Francisco, bringing in the West Coast. But due to internal disagreements and operational difficulties, the plan got scaled back.
In his thinking, the more al-Qaeda did, the more support it would gain. Bin Laden effectively overruled their objections, and the attacks went forward.
Now, the commission also says there was no consultation with Saddam Hussein in any of this, and that Iraq had nothing to do with the 9/11 attacks.
Another form of terror playing out in Saudi Arabia right now. Time could be running out for an American who's being held hostage. Islamic militants are threatening to kill Paul Johnson, this man, tomorrow if the Saudi government does not release al-Qaeda prisoners. The militant group released video of Johnson identifying himself and stating that he works on Apache helicopters. The State Department has told the family that they will use every resource trying to gain Johnson's release while adhering to the policy of not giving in to terrorist demands.
Lawmakers trying to legalize prescription drug imports have some new evidence behind them. This morning, the General Accounting Office released a new study. The report says drugs obtained from Canada's websites pose few risks, and in some cases, pharmacies there have stricter standards than in the U.S. Prescription drugs from other countries, though, are often less expensive than American counterparts.
Drugs are also a concern right now for the Olympics. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency really cracking down on any athlete who may have used a banned substance. U.S. track star Marion Jones is one of the athletes the agency has under investigation right now. She is denying ever using any banned substance and wants her case heard by the public.
I am more than happy to answer every question, but I am not going to engage in USADA's secret kangaroo court.
Jones was linked to Balco Lab president Victor Conti. He is charged with providing top athletes with previously undetectable performance-enhancing drugs. No word if Jones will get a public hearing or not.
A grown man taking advantage of a 4-year-old boy, you know that'll make news. And you may have seen this. Take a look at the video. It's been on national TV for a whole day, plus now. It was on the Today Show yesterday morning. Matt Starr, a 240-pound grown man, bowling over 4-year-old Nick O'Brien to get a foul ball at the Texas Ranger game Sunday. The mom very upset, as you can see. Well, the Rangers ended up giving the boy a ball signed by Nolan Ryan. Pretty cool. Several other souvenirs, too. Well, now the boy's going to get the original foul ball as well. Starr, who's a former youth pastor, thought through it and has now agreed to give Nick the ball. The Texas Rangers say He'll also be sent a letter of apology to the 4-year-old and to his entire family.
Ooh, the rage over that play.
Mm-hmm.
The mom was really mad, and everybody in the whole country's just been talking about that.
And you know, you'd think a guy who's been a youth pastor wouldn't have that thought, but
You'd think anyone. It's a little kid. Give him the
that
ball.
thought
for
about
heaven's
grabbing
sake.
a foul ball is intense when you're at a major league game.
You've
The
been,
momentary excitement got the best of him, apparently.
Yeah, sounds like it. Well, I'll tell you, we don't need any more excitement in the weather department.
We like it good and boring. Just
We do
keep
like
it even keel.
I could
would
use
ya?
a couple of boring days too. I don't think today's going to be one, but yesterday didn't turn out to be too bad. Let's check the TTA bus stop forecast, give you an idea of what we're expecting today. Still very steamy to start, mostly cloudy. The sun will break out here though and heat us up to 87. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms will likely be more widespread than what we saw yesterday afternoon. Portsmouth's already at 74 degrees along with Huntington, Grayson at 73. Same for Athens, Point Pleasant, Gallipolis, Logan at 72. Doppler 3 radar kind of got a break yesterday. We had just a few showers as thunderstorms develop. This morning, pretty quiet too. We've had a little action between Charleston and Parkersburg, pressing off to the east now. Everyone else pretty quiet to start the day today. Things should light up a little more though as we move on later in the day today. So we expect some afternoon soakers, and that could result in some localized street flooding, although no flood watches out, so that's some good news as we start the day today. A little more sunshine, and the UV index is a bit higher today. It's up to an 8. Some skin types can burn in just 20 minutes. Wear that sunscreen. The glenometer, bunch of 6s all week this week. Let's see if we can break that. Yeah, 7. Still steamy, still raining, but the week is ending, so the glenometer has gone up a point from yesterday. Because today, again, a very
factors.
Yeah, the glenometer is still reeling of being called a tool of Satan yesterday.
Yeah,
that's right. The 666 for the week.
The accusation stung, so
yeah,
it
trying to
changed
bounce
things.
back a little bit. So
Okay.
I won't tell you what the glenometer
There's a
printed out
special-
about you, Rob.
There's
It
a
was
special asterisk.
There's a special
for you.
notice that came out.
Oh
yesterday.
no, oh no.
Yeah, not for our family audience this morning. Thanks, Glenn. All right, still up ahead, top honors for a local manufacturer.
Just ahead here on Sunrise, an expanding plant recognized for its work. We'll tell you about it in a moment. First, though, check your tickets. Here are the winning lottery numbers.
Looking for an SUV that's ready for anything? Announcing the Lincoln Mercury SUV Drive-Away, featuring Mercury Mountaineer with no-charge leather seating surfaces and the protection of a safety canopy system. Now get 0% APR for 60 months or up to $4,500 cash back on Mercury Mountaineer. The SUV Drive-Away, only at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Now at Mattress Warehouse, you can sleep free for up to 1 full year. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Plus, take advantage of these special purchases from America's top 2 bedding manufacturers, the Simmons Beauty Rest Firm or the Sealy Posturepedic Plush Pillow Top. Your choice, only $4.99. Mattress Warehouse offers delivery and setup, plus removal of old bedding, and you'll rest at ease with Mattress Warehouse's 90-night comfort guarantee. The Sleep Free for a Year event ends soon, and it's only at Mattress Warehouse.
I want to be president of the United States because I love this country and I think it's going in the wrong direction. People are worried about how they're going to be able to have a retirement. How are you going to have health care? 43 million Americans don't even have it. This is wrong. In the richest country on the face of the planet, no American ought to be struggling to be able to have health care. It ought to be a right that we make accessible and affordable to every single American. I'm John Kerry and I approve this message.
Howdy, what's your favorite childhood memory? Summer vacation. At Setzer's World of Camping, we've got Fleetwood folding trailers for as low as $89 a month with no money down. That's right, a Fleetwood folding trailer with air conditioner and hitch, just $89 a month with no money down. It goes up in minutes, has lifetime warranty, and you're sure to find one that you can tow and afford. Don't waste another weekend. Let Setzer show you the way to family fun now, because the price is going to go up and the kids are going to grow up.
At Setzer's World of Camping.
Time to check some of the jobs available this morning. Here is our morning job line. Now, these are jobs for a healthcare company in Gallipolis, Ohio. A registered nurse is needed. It's a full-time job. The pay is going to depend on your past experience. It's for work with kidney dialysis patients. You have to be registered in the state of Ohio to qualify. Now, this same company also needs part-time registered nurse help. The pay here also depends on your past experience, and it is also working with kidney dialysis patients. Each of these jobs comes with full benefits, and if you'd like more information about these jobs, you can contact the Fresnius Medical Center in Gallipolis, Ohio. The number 740-441-9300, and we'll get you more listings tomorrow.
One plant in our region getting very high marks for the second year in a row. Toyota's Putnam County engine plant is ranked #1 in North American production for their 4- and 6-cylinder engines. The Buffalo plant beat out 35 other plants for that honor. Now, the plant opened up in 1998 and employs nearly 1,000 people. Just this spring, the Toyota plant announced it plans to add 50 more jobs to the Buffalo plant by 2006.
Well, some scary moments for truckers on I-79.
Yeah, this morning, more police are patrolling the highways. We'll tell you why coming up and why you need to pay extra attention on your commute this morning. Right now, it is just 3 minutes to 6. You're watching News Channel 3 Sunrise.
To be free, to have the life I've missed. I go to the mall, I garden, I hike. I can finally do all this.
The bariatric unit at CAMC is designed by our patients for our patients. The latest surgical techniques for weight loss, skilled experienced physicians, a supportive compassionate staff, and more.
What a feeling to be able to enjoy life like I never have before. I even go horseback riding and love it.
The bariatric unit at CAMC, dedicated to helping our patients take back their lives.
Come and listen to the story about a dog named Blue. The barking, sniffing, blue tick, KBS working for you.
Here's Melvin Gold.
Next thing you know, old Blue's a TV star. Ken folks said, Blue, move away from there. Ashland, Kentucky is the place you ought to be. So he packed up his bags and headed for Boyd County. Ford it is, pickup truck, factory cars, low price, yeah.
We will exceed your expectations. Good boy, Blue.
Everyone's becoming carb conscious.
Huh. Yeah, even me.
Introducing Arby's new Market Fresh Wraps with tender grilled chicken, authentic cheeses, fresh veggies, and tasty sauces. Try the Chicken Caesar or the Southwest Chicken, each made fresh when ordered on a low-carb wrap. Lots of flavor without a lot of carbs.
I can't wait to wear my new bathing suit.
Try Arby's new Market Fresh Wraps. Counting carbs never tasted so good.
Don't buy another car before you check out the Hyundai Elantra. The Elantra costs $1,600 less than a Honda Civic LX when comparably equipped. Yet it's loaded with standard features like air conditioning and power everything. Not to mention standard front side impact airbags for added safety. And quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Hyundai Elantra starting at just $12,599. With Hyundai, you win. Get a 2004 Elantra with up to $2,000 cash back or 0% APR.
From WSAZ News Channel 3, where your news comes first, with Rob Johnson, Melanie Schaefer, and meteorologist Glenn Willie. This is News Channel 3 Today.
The courtroom just erupts with emotion after a guilty verdict. The wife breaking down after her husband is convicted of murder.
Plus a young girl fighting for her life. Yet another reason you better be watching out as you're driving around now that summertime is upon us. Good morning to you. It's 6 o'clock this Thursday, June the 17th. I'm Rob Johnson.
I'm Melanie Schaefer. Glad you're here. Top stories just ahead. First up, that forecast. We kind of dodged the showers yesterday, but will we have that same luck today, Glenn?
Yeah, I don't expect we'll have that kind of luck today, but you're right. Yesterday, things were pretty quiet across the area, with the exception of just one little shower that got together around Greenup County, Kentucky, and snuck into southern Ohio yesterday afternoon. We look for more widespread action today. Let's look at the forecast. It is very warm, very humid to start. Already in the low 70s, some areas approaching mid 70s. Very steamy through the day. Look for some scattered showers and thunderstorms here as we move into the afternoon. Daytime high near 87 degrees. As I said yesterday, we're starting to see the beginning of the end to this pattern. We'll talk about that when I come back in just a few minutes with a complete look at the forecast.
We'll cheer in advance of the details.
Yeah.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks. Topping our headlines now this morning, we have some good news to pass along. It's about that little girl who was hit head-on by a car last night.
Doctors in Huntington have now upgraded her condition. Last night she was in critical condition, now in serious condition. The driver of a van, Tammy Newman, told News Channel 3 she was only going about 20 miles an hour down West 5th Avenue in Huntington when 4-year-old Ariel Chapman just started out in front of her and she hit her. Witnesses say the girl was hit so hard, though, it knocked her out of her shoes. Police say they don't think speed was the factor, although they still are investigating. Nonetheless, police and witnesses agree several factors make this an accident-prone area.
This is a congested area where there's a lot of kids in the area here, and they frequently cross the street from time to time to where sometimes the supervision might be a little lax, but we really don't know at this particular time if this was this case or not.
Now, many people in the neighborhood say that speed bumps might slow down some of the traffic, but the police countered, saying they think that's against state law to install speed bumps on an open street to traffic like West 5th Avenue is.
This is actually the second child hit in less than a month. In Charleston, police say a teenager who was hit while on his bicycle remains in critical condition yet. Officers tell us the boy suffered severe brain injuries. The accident happened along Pennsylvania Avenue. Now, police say the teen was talking on a cell phone when he was hit. Witnesses say the driver did try to avoid the bike, but simply couldn't.
A jury found a local soldier guilty of robbing and then running over a man from Kanawha City. Now, more than a year ago is when this happened. The victim died 2 weeks after it. But after the murder verdict, things got really heated in the courthouse. Robert Piscopo was the man found guilty. That's his wife. She had to be restrained and dragged out of the courtroom. And you probably couldn't understand what she was saying. She was saying, I have a 6-month-old daughter at home that will never know him being the father. But Bobby Bell's family, the victim's family, says they've gone through enough pain, too, after being run over. Bobby didn't die for 2 weeks as they stayed by his bedside. Police say Piscopo didn't work alone in this, though. Another man is charged, Michael Moss. He's scheduled to go to court in August. Well, 4 years, that's the sentence a judge gave another man found guilty of murder charges in Charleston. Prosecutors say David Darst of Mason shot and killed Roger Foy in a botched drug deal. This happened last summer out on the west side of Charleston. Darst has already served a year in jail.
In other cases, this man admits to killing 15 horses by setting fire to their barn. And today, Michael Holstein will learn his fate in this case. Holstein set the Evergreen Farm stable off of Corridor G on fire last summer. He actually worked at the stables at the time. Holstein faces a minimum of 5 years in prison when he is sentenced later on this morning.
Well, can you find the arsonist is the question in Portsmouth. The Ohio State Fire Marshal, though, is beefing up the case by offering a reward now. They're looking for a man named Jose Espejo Gonzalez. He is still on the loose now. It's this picture right here. Take a look. He's the man wanting connection with a house fire in the 3100 block of Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Gonzalez is a native of Peru. He has a couple of different addresses in America, including one in Ohio, one in Florida. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighs about 260 pounds, has black hair, may still have that goatee you see there in the picture. Investigators believe this fire was set in retaliation for a domestic dispute.
A former Lawrence County Sheriff deputy is out of a job after he's been charged with forcing an inmate to have sex with him. Paul R. Roach allegedly forced a male inmate to have sex. He'll now serve 4 years of community service as supervised probation for this sentence. If he violates that probation, he could be sent to prison for 17 months.
Well, held up in broad daylight. Portsmouth police looking for a man responsible for robbing the Fifth Third Bank drive-thru on Tuesday afternoon. It's in the 800 block of 7th Street. Detectives have identified the suspect as Quentin Hamrick of Portsmouth. They say he does have a history of robbing, and authorities want to get him off the streets. Anyone with information asked to call the Portsmouth police.
A Portsmouth lawyer who was found guilty of conspiring with an unethical doctor was sent to federal prison yesterday. Gary Rocky Billatier was sentenced to 15 months in a penitentiary after entering this plea agreement. Now, investigators say Billatier tried but failed to keep South Shore Dr. David Proctor and bail bondswoman Carolyn Likens from fleeing the country to escape drug charges. The attorney will get no parole and was taken into custody immediately after sentencing in Covington.
More Kanawha County deputies are on patrol near Elkview this morning after someone's been dropping several cinder blocks from an I-79 overpass. Pretty dangerous stuff. Happened again about 11 o'clock Tuesday night in the Wills Creek area. 9 tractor trailers have now been damaged, but no one hurt. By the time officers arrived on the scene, there wasn't even anybody up on the bridge.
Hey, clean it up or pay up. That's the message from the Putnam County Commission. Commissioners voted to charge Wendell Rose Jr. $25 a day until he cleans his property up on Elm Street. Rose told commissioners that he has been working on the property and only a few pieces of wood and a barrel remain. But commissioners say Rose didn't meet a deadline set to have it all cleaned up. Several nearby neighbors have complained of the dilapidated and abandoned buildings to that enforcement agency trying to get this problem fixed. There's another public meeting going on tonight. It's to discuss environmental issues in Meigs County. Ohio Citizen Action hosting this discussion of the chemical C8 and its appearance in water systems. The meeting begins at Meigs County High School at 6 o'clock tonight.
America's golf tournament starts today. One final tour-up for the U.S. Open.
Yeah, and could Junior do it? Fans pack the Great American Ballpark waiting for that 500th dinger. We'll catch up in sports in just a moment.
Also ahead, Glenn Willie checking your first warning forecast. Is another round of powerful storms coming? We'll check in a moment. It's 6 minutes after 6.
Radiant skin. You just haven't discovered it yet.
Introducing Aveeno Positively Radiant Cleansing Pads, a breakthrough in facial cleansers. One side gently exfoliates while the other, with conditioning soy, cleanses and softens skin, leaving you feeling truly clean, smooth, and naturally radiant. New Positively Radiant Cleansing Pads. After cleansing, try Positively Radiant Moisturizer, proven to even tone. Only from Aveeno, the leader.
The hottest values of the season are here. Hurry to the sizzling summer sale at Value City Furniture.
This week, save over $500 on a beautiful contemporary sofa and matching love seat. Now just $7.99.
Pay only $4.99 for this two-piece living room featuring rolled arms and ample seat cushions. Save over half.
Or enjoy the comfort of a three-piece chenille throw-in pillow set for just $19.
Plus, buy now and get 6 months savings cash.
Don't miss the sizzling summer sale going on now at Value City Furniture.
You just can't do any better.
The Culbertson Home, built by true craftsmen with a commitment to excellence that has stood the test of time. Today, that same commitment continues at Home Federal Savings and Loan. We're building on the strength of our past. Call one of our 5 offices. You won't get an automated answering machine. You will talk to a real person committed to excellent customer service. Time-honored traditions and values most of us remember, but don't expect today, is what you'll find at Home Federal. Home Federal. There's still no place like home.
It's our 1-year anniversary, and Advantage Toyota would like to say thank you to our customers. You have trusted us to provide you with the best of everything a car dealership should be. During our first year, we have grown threefold and have even added a new franchise to serve you better. From Avalon to Scion to our certified pre-owned vehicles, we want your Toyota experience to be as rewarding and fulfilling as possible. Advantage Toyota, making life a little easier. Advantage Toyota, Mall Exit, I-64, Huntington.
First warning weather.
I know the weather's been so iffy for about 2 weeks. You never know one moment to the next when it's going to rain, but I drove by the Olympic pool in Huntington. You know what? Yesterday, in the midst of the clouds, still had people there.
Well, you got to give it a shot. I mean, you got to get out to that pool. And yesterday was a pretty good day for it. We didn't really see the widespread shower activity. Just a couple showers came together, so.
But boy, you know, it felt like it was going to come any minute. That humidity is just, you know,
the air's
it's cooking
just
up.
You needed the pool.
You did need the pool yesterday.
Plenty of moisture at the surface, and that'll be the case again today. If you walk out the door this morning, that stifling morning air is still around. It'll be around through the day today. Expect to see some more rain, though, this afternoon than yesterday. Here's the forecast. Steamy, 87 for the high. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms, a good bet today. Yesterday, just a little pocket of dry air at the right time kept the atmosphere from getting too out of hand yesterday afternoon. We'll expect to see more widespread shower activity today. Huntington Weather Cam, beautiful look outside, but you can see some clouds overhead, but quite a few breaks too. Plenty of sunshine today, kind of in and out of those clouds, but hazy sunshine, and with the humidity and the heat, it's going to be a little uncomfortable as we go through the day today. On the water vapor imagery, relatively drier air in place yesterday, but now some of that moisture beginning to pump back in. So that'll give the atmosphere what it needs to drop more showers today as we get into the afternoon and early evening. The radar picture is real quiet this morning. Not much at all happening. We had a little rain running from Parkersburg down to Charleston and east now. And even that is starting to diminish. We've seen that really start to weaken over the last couple of images on the radar screen. So very quiet to start. things will pick up, as you might expect, once we get into the afternoon. Lots of breaks in those clouds, too, and you can see that on our weather cam, but you can also see it here on the satellite. In fact, much of southeastern Kentucky even in the clear as we start the day today. We'll see those clouds kind of fill in, and we'll be in and out of those clouds with that hazy sunshine. Look at these numbers. Warmer than yesterday. Athens at 73. So's Point Pleasant. Gallipolis already 74 in Portsmouth and Huntington. 72 in Charleston. Richwood, one of the cooler spots, at 68 degrees. Look for some afternoon soakers today. It'll be a little different from yesterday with plenty of moisture, plenty of heat around. Some of you will be in and out of the sun and not see any rain at all. But again, look for more widespread shower activity today, certainly compared to yesterday. Start to see a positive change in our weather tomorrow. The air drying out a little bit, giving us less of a chance for rain, although I do expect we'll still see at least maybe a scattered shower around on Friday. And then the Father's Day weekend not looking too bad. Again, a scattered shower possible mainly on Saturday. Sunday looks pretty good because most of the shower activity will start to shift north here as we head into the weekend. And by Sunday, by Father's Day, almost all of the activity will be up to our north. So don't cancel any outdoor plans that you have for the Father's Day weekend. Hazy and humid today. Showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. 87 for the high, 70 overnight. Still real steamy with some lingering showers. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, scattered rain, 85 for the high. Here's the extended forecast. Saturday's our best chance for rain if we see a shower during the weekend. So watch for that, especially as we get into the evening. Sunday looks like it's going to stay dry for Father's Day. Still very hazy, very humid with highs in the low 80s. Next week, the trend will be to dry out and maybe even cool off a little bit. But of the first 3 days of the week, each of which we could see a shower, Tuesday looks like the best chance to see some rain next week.
I just like the dry concept.
Yeah, we're starting to at least head in that direction a little bit, but you know, it's a typical summer pattern.
Yep. Thank you, Glenn.
Thanks. Sports for you now. The dream season comes to an end for some local high school ball players.
Boy, they got close to the title, though. Also, is Junior feeling the pressure? That chase for 500th homer still going. Here's News Channel 3's Keith Morehouse with sports.
Good morning, everybody. Got your Thursday morning wake-up call. And, you know, last night, 42,343 Cincinnati Reds fans were on the edge of their seats, including a little Morehouse kid, all hoping to watch history unfold at the Great American Ballpark. Ken Griffey Jr. must have felt every one of them breathing down his neck, the weight of the baseball world on his shoulders, and fans showing their respect. A little more facial hair for Ken Griffey Jr. than we're used to. Early on, first inning, gets under this one just a little bit, so it is a harmless fly ball to center field. So no home run just yet, stuck at 499. But Adam Dunn says here's what you'd like to do if you could. His 19th home run just clears the wall in right field, and the Reds tie things up. Also, one of the hitting stars for the Reds on this night, a guy named Tim Hummel, number 60 in your program, his first home run of the season, and the Reds tie it up again with the Rangers. This one goes deep into the game before Ryan Friel sort of breaks things open with his shot to right center field, just under the glove of the diving center fielder. 2 runs come home for Cincinnati. They lead it now by 2, and then the old captain with some insurance. Barry Larkin right back up the box, brings in 2 runs. The Reds win it over Texas. 7-4 is your final. Charleston Alley Cats, speaking of a little pressure, trying to reduce that magic number from 3 to 2 last night in a bit of a swoon as they try to clinch the Northern Division. And up against Kannapolis again, they just can't get it done. That magic number stays at 3, 6-2 the final. Kannapolis over Charleston. The Aston Tomcats and the Johnson Central Golden Eagles each looking for the chance to represent Eastern Kentucky in the state tournament in Lexington, having to play each other. This is big time for the Cats and Johnson Central. What a pitcher's battle it was early. Johnson Central's Adam Blanton here had his stuff, but also for the Tomcats, Chad Cook on the hill. He returned the favor, striking out Blanton himself. There it is on the outside corner. Defense for Ashland now. Matt Johnson's in center field. Now watch this. In a game like this, you got to play defense. Strong effort out here, making the diving catch. So we're still scoreless. Finally, first run of the game. Justin Blanton on third for Johnson Central, and he's going to come on a suicide squeeze. Watch Mike Walters perfectly execute the suicide. 1-0. Johnson Central goes on for the 2-1 win as they eliminate Ashland. And finally, 104th U.S. Open starts today at Shinnecock Hills in New York. You know, this one seems wide open. A lot of contenders in this one. Can Tiger Woods win his first major in a couple of years? Can Phil Mickelson win the Masters, then win the U.S. Open? Well, they'll have to do it on a track that is very, very difficult. Shinnecock Hills resembles more of a links-like course over in the British Open areas of golf, but this one will be contested here, and U.S. Open coverage on NBC and WSAZ starts later this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That's your morning wake-up call for this Thursday. I'm Keith Morehouse. Have a good day, everybody.
Is a very big deal at the ballpark.
Absolutely. You know you want one. Well, you may have even seen the flap over that foul ball in Texas. This morning, the adult at the center of the whole controversy has made a change. We'll tell you about it in a moment. It is now 6:16.
Yeah, you got the ball, buddy. Nice going. You took it away from a little.
At Captain D's, we serve broiled, baked, or battered fish, shrimp, clams, seafood, stuffed crab shells. About the only thing we don't serve is sushi. And you know, you're just going to have to go somewhere else for that.
From the biggest state in the union comes Captain D's big new deal, Alaskan whitefish. Satisfy your appetite with 8 flaky whitefish tenders on one big plate. The new Alaskan whitefish dinner. Big taste, little price. Just $3.99. So come on in, because at Captain D's you're always welcome aboard.
Now at Mattress Warehouse, you can sleep free for up to 1 full year. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Plus, take advantage of these special purchases from America's top 2 bedding manufacturers, the Simmons Beauty Rest Firm or the Sealy Posturepedic Plush Pillow Top. Your choice, only $4.99. Mattress Warehouse offers delivery and setup, plus removal of old bedding, and you'll rest at ease with Mattress Warehouse's 90-night comfort guarantee. The Sleep Free for a Year event ends soon, and it's only at Mattress Warehouse.
Rolling out of a burning sky with the fever and fury of an untamed storm. Thunderhead. You try to prepare for the unexpected, but at this speed, you don't have time. Then, just as you thought maybe you were gonna stop, you decide, I can tame this monster. Well, can you?
New this summer and only at Dollywood.
Thunderhead, the Untamed.
Hello, I'm James Bradley for Summit RV, inviting you to come see our great selection of recreational vehicles. Choose from a large inventory of Jayco, Keystone, and Coachman travel trailers, and check out our pop-ups and ultralight trailers. Summit RV has all new Everest, Eagle, and Laredo fifth wheels, as well as Winnebago and Newmar Class A and diesel pusher motorhomes. For quality and selection, come see us at Summit RV.
Summit RV, camping made easy. Summit RV, vacation fun.
Welcome back. Here's what's making headlines. It's Thursday, June 17th today. A Kanawha County National Guardsman is guilty of the death of a cross-dresser who refused to give up his purse. Robert Piscopo of Cedar Grove found guilty yesterday of robbery and the murder of Bobby Bell. He faces at least 15 years. Michael Moss, another guardsman, will go on trial for the crime in August. The Ohio State Fire Marshal right now offering a reward trying to catch an arsonist. Jose Espejo Gonzalez is wanted in connection with a house fire in Portsmouth. Investigators believe the fire was in retaliation for a domestic dispute. And $5 million now earmarked to help parents pay for child care. West Virginia lawmakers made the appropriation during their special session this week, sending it on to the Department of Health and Human Resources. Now, the money is intended to soften the blow of $42 million in cuts to the TANF program.
Picture September 11, even worse. The commission investigating the 9/11 attacks now says Al-Qaeda originally thought of hijacking 10 airliners that day, planning to destroy many more buildings all across the country, including the Capitol, the White House, a nuclear power plant, even buildings in Los Angeles and San Francisco. But due to some internal disagreements in Al-Qaeda and operational difficulties, the plan got scaled back. Now, the commission also says its findings: absolutely no consultation with Saddam Hussein, and that Iraq had nothing to do with the 9/11 attacks.
There's another form of terror playing out in Saudi Arabia right now, and time could be running out for an American who's being held hostage. Islamic militants are threatening to kill this man. It is Paul Johnson, saying they'll kill him tomorrow if the Saudi government does not release al-Qaeda prisoners. The militant group released video of Johnson identifying himself and stating he works on Apache helicopters. The State Department has told the family they will use every resource to gain Johnson's release while adhering to their policy of not giving in to terrorist demands.
A grown man taking advantage of a 4-year-old boy. Take a look at this video. You may have seen it on TV. The grown man falling over the seats, diving onto the ground to get a foul ball at a Major League Baseball park. Oh, that man's name is Matt Starr, 240-pound guy. Actually bowled over a 4-year-old, Nick O'Brien, to get to the ball at the Texas Rangers game Sunday. Mom let him have it, too. Mom giving him an earful. The Rangers ended up giving the boy a ball and even a bat and a lot of other souvenirs, just trying to make amends. Well, now the boy's going to get the original foul ball, too. The man who did it, Starr, former youth pastor, has now relented, agreeing to give Nick the ball. And the Texas Rangers say he'll also send a letter of apology to the 4-year-old and to his family.
He had no idea the firestorm he was causing with that moment.
Moral of the story, don't get in between a mother and her child.
That's what I'm saying. I loved it when she was whacking him.
She did take a whack.
Don't do that again. Hey, people are ready to have another dry day. After yesterday, a lot of people really didn't see very many showers, so they're hoping today will hold the same.
Well, we can always hope, can't we? We can.
I'm beginning to lose hope day after day after day of rain.
That's foreshadowing of a shower, I think.
Yesterday we had a little dry air that came in at just the right time overhead that prevented a lot of shower activity. Let's look at the TTA bus stop forecast today. I don't expect that dry air break today. Look for a little more action on the radar as we get into the afternoon. 87 for the high, a very steamy start to the morning. 74 already in Huntington. Same for Portsmouth. Grayson's at 73 along with Athens. 72 in Charleston. Logan, Pikeville at 71 degrees. Just a few showers popped up yesterday, not much at all, and still pretty quiet this morning. We've got a little rain run around just south of Parkersburg that's now kind of dissipating as it continues to press east, so the radar quiet for now. Look for things to pick up, though, as we move into the afternoon hours. In fact, could get some real soakers again today. Good news is no flood watch is out. And with yesterday being a relatively dry day for most everyone, that certainly helped the situation a little bit. But some of those downpours today could cause some localized flooding. We'll just have to watch it close. You know, the ground's still very saturated. 8 on the UV index today. That's up from yesterday. So make sure you wear that sunscreen if you make your way to the pool here today. 6s on the glenometer all week. Let's see if we can change that trend. And we do. It's a 7 today. Still steamy, still raining. But the week is ending soon, and the glenometer recognizing that with an extra point, I think.
The approaching Friday gains a point.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's got to be an 8 and 9.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, it used to be we'd have to wait till Friday, but now it seems the closer we get, it's
getting more and more optimistic all the time.
Thanks, man.
All right, thanks. Without delay, police, firefighters, EMS workers, they all rush to your door in an emergency situation.
But is there a delay? Well, we're trying to solve some delays at local 911s. We'll tell you about their new project, mapping all of our region. Just a moment away. It's now 6:23. We're watching News Channel 3 today.
Shoe Carnival's Super Saturday sale is this weekend. Sale starts Friday, and Saturday save on Early Bird Super Value items until 1 p.m. Women's sandals from Villager, Early Bird Super Value $14.98, and Skechers Early Bird Super Value $16.98. Want free shoes? Buy any women's clearance shoes. Get a second pair free Saturday until 1 p.m. See your newspaper for an additional $10 off Friday and Saturday. And all weekend, entire stock buy one pair, get the second pair half price. Shoe Carnival's Super Saturday sale this weekend.
There's something special in Cavalier meats.
Hey, this is Rick Logan from Logan Packing Company. You know, it's cookout season, so you'll need some great tasting hot dogs. Then look for the Cavalier Man, Cavalier Meats, makers of delicious hot dogs and bologna. Made in the tri-state area for the tri-state area since 1925.
One taste says it all. Cavalier Meats.
The Repocho sale is coming to the lot next to Hurricane Chevrolet Friday through Sunday. Here's your chance to buy vehicles bought from auctions that were repossessed by banks or releases that were terminated. Wait till you see the bargains waiting for you. You pay $27 down, then make the payments posted right on the windshield. Some are just $89 a month, $27 down, $89 a month. Pre-owned family sedans, sports cars, trucks, SUVs, luxury vehicles. For more details, check out repocho.com on the internet. Then rush to the lot next to Hurricane Chevrolet, I-64 exit 34. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
More cars, more traffic, more accidents. Every time you get behind the wheel, you take a chance that someone else is going to be careless. Don't take chances with the insurance company. Call the lawyers at Michael Martin & Associates right now. You need money for medical bills and lost wages. You want to be treated fairly. Get the help you need, the help you deserve. Call Michael Martin & Associates, 1-800-280-1970.
In an an emergency, following bad directions is not what emergency workers want to do.
Not at all, but making a left at the fork in the road and a right at the second stop sign is often the kind of direction emergency responders have to follow. Can be tough.
But as News Channel 3's Brandon Gano shows us, a new West Virginia database is hoping to make everyone's home an easy place to find.
I asked Medcom. They don't have a designated area out there as far as he knows yet. He's still looking.
Unfortunately, this is an all too familiar complaint in our region, but a new mapping and addressing project in West Virginia hopes to change that, meaning never again will you see routes or P.O. boxes. The new system will give each home a specific address, which emergency crews hope will make their jobs easier.
In our rural sections of Cabell County, not too many of those locations have what we call a city type address. They have the Route 1 or the Route 3, Box 1, whatever. And it's hard because right now we do not have what we call an accurate map.
Kanawha County emergency leaders began talks of the new system last year. Field technicians spent the better part of last week touring the county.
Our response time be cut probably numerously in half instead of having to stop and search and keep asking for directions.
And when they call 911, a map on how to get to that home is going to automatically appear in front of the telecommunicator. So the dispatcher will have a map and they can direct the units into the location.
Emergency workers say the new maps means more than just less confusion. It means more lives will be saved. Brandon Gano, WSAZ News Channel 3, Cabell County.
Now, once the preliminary information has all been gathered, more field technicians will come into Cabell County to finish that mapping project.
And organizers say the statewide project will take at least another year to complete. Well, just ahead, some scary moments for drivers who are on I-79.
Oh boy, and this morning more police are patrolling the highway. Coming up, we'll tell you why you need to pay some extra attention on your commute this morning too.
Right now the time, 6:27. A view into Charleston. Take a look at the cloud cover. It's interesting looking, isn't it? We'll be back with more of News Channel 3 today in a moment.
Weekend's here. The sun's coming out. It's getting hot. Well, what do we have here? Jackpot! A quick stop at Mickey D's would be key. Forget going in. It's time for Plan B.
There's no dress code for McDonald's drive-thru. Grab a mouth-watering Philly cheesesteak, hot fries, and an icy cold drink, and you're ready to roll. Up late? So are we. McDonald's is now open till 1 a.m. or later.
The Saturn Ion with dent-resistant side panels.
On select Ion models, get 0% APR financing or $2,500 toward your down payment. See your retailer for details.
Did you know that Pollock's Jewelers has millions of dollars in the finest jewelry right here in Ashland? You no longer have to travel to the bigger cities to find one-of-a-kind diamond and gemstone jewelry. With the area's largest inventory, it's all right here. Just a short drive from wherever you are. So stop in Pollock's Jewelers today and let us light up your eyes.
Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes. Pollock's Jewelers will light up your eyes.
Introducing the only minivan with 2 rows of fold-and floor seats, the all-new 2005 Grand Caravan.
Come on in, Dad.
I'll finish that in the morning. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a total combined cash allowance of $2,000 on Grand Caravan.
From WSAZ News Channel 3, where your news comes first, with Rob Johnson, Melanie Schaefer, and meteorologist Glenn Willie. This is News Channel 3 Today.
A woman erupting in court after a guilty verdict against her husband. We'll tell you how it broke down.
Also, this little girl fighting for her life this morning. Another reason that we all need to watch out while we're out driving. Good morning. We're glad you're with us at 6:30 this Thursday morning. I'm Melanie Schaefer.
I'm Rob Johnson. We want to get you all those top stories. Also, word on that young baseball fan. You may have seen the pictures of him on a foul ball. Well, He's now getting a different kind of souvenir. This whole thing has started a firestorm of ballparks, but we'll tell you how it's now coming to a conclusion.
Yeah, you know, our weather's kind of been foul lately with these on and off showers, but yesterday was a decent day. Do we have another decent day today?
Well, you know, it is going to be a pretty nice day today, relatively speaking. It'll be very hot and be feeling like summer. I do expect to see a lot more shower activity in the afternoon, though, than we saw yesterday. Here's the forecast for the day today. Starting out very warm, already well into the 70s in some areas. 87 for the high. Look for scattered showers and thunderstorms here during the afternoon. Could get some heavy downpours in there as well. Yesterday, a little bit of dry air came into the upper atmosphere at just the right time, kept things from getting too out of hand. We saw just a few isolated showers really yesterday afternoon. That won't be the case today, so make sure you got your rain gear with you just in case, because we do expect to see those scattered showers and thunderstorms develop. We'll take a closer look at today and the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Glenn.
Topping our headlines now, we have an update on the little girl that was hit head on, I should say, by a car. It all happened last night.
This was in Huntington's West End. Now, doctors are saying that they've upgraded this girl's condition from critical to serious. She is in stable condition as well. The driver of a van, Tammy Newman, told News Channel 3 she was just going about 20 miles an hour down West 5th Avenue when a 4-year-old named Ariel Chapman darted out in front of her. She got hit. Witnesses say the girl was hit, though, so hard it knocked her out of her shoes. Police say they don't think speed was the factor. Nonetheless, police and witnesses agree several factors do make this an accident-prone area.
This is a congested area where there's a lot of kids in the area here, and they frequently cross the street from time to time to where sometimes the supervision might be a little lax, but we really don't know at this particular time if this was this case or not.
We talked with a number of people out there, neighbors, who said maybe speed bumps would slow down some of the traffic, but police say they're pretty sure that's against state law to install speed bumps on an open traffic area like West 5th Avenue.
You know what? This is the second child that's been hit in less than a month's time. In Charleston, police say a teenager who was hit while on his bike remains in critical condition yet. Officers tell us that little boy suffered severe brain injuries. The accident happened along Pennsylvania Avenue. Police say the teen was actually talking on a cell phone when he was hit, and witnesses say the driver did try to avoid the bike but couldn't.
A jury found a local soldier guilty of murder, running over a man from Kanawha City. Now, this happened more than a year ago. The victim died 2 weeks after it. But after the murder verdict, things got really heated in the courthouse. That is the wife of the man who had just been convicted. Robert Piscopo's wife had to be dragged out of the courtroom. She was actually screaming, "I have a 6-month-old daughter at home that will never know him," him being the dad. However, Bobby Bell, the victim in this case, his family says they went through a lot too. After he was run over, Bobby didn't die for 2 weeks. Police say Piscopo also wasn't alone in the car that killed him. Michael Moss has also been accused here. He's scheduled to go to trial in August.
More court action coming today. A man is admitting to killing 15 horses by setting their barn on fire. And today, Michael Holstein will learn his fate for that. Holstein set the Evergreen Farms stable off of Corridor G on fire last summer. Holstein worked at the stables at the time. He faces a minimum of 5 years in prison when he is sentenced later on this morning.
Another arson case, and now it's the case of can you find the arsonist? The Ohio State Fire Marshal is now offering a reward in a case in Portsmouth. Jose Espejo Gonzalez remains on the loose. He's the man wanted in connection with a fire in the 3100 block of Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Gonzalez is a native of Peru. He's got an address in northern Ohio. He's got another address in Miami, Florida. This is a picture of him. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighs 260 pounds. Black hair. May still have that goatee you see in the picture. They want him. Do you know that picture? Can you help? Investigators believe the fire was in retaliation for a domestic dispute.
A former Lawrence County Sheriff's deputy out of a job right now. He's been charged with forcing an inmate to have sex with him. Paul R. Roach allegedly forced an inmate, a male inmate, to have sex with him. Now he'll have to serve 4 years of supervised probation, and if he violates his probation, he could be sent to prison for 17 months.
The man charged with plotting to blow up a shopping mall in Ohio will now undergo testing at a psychiatric facility. A federal magistrate wants to determine whether the suspect is mentally competent. The order came at a detention hearing in Columbus for Nuruddin Abdi. He's actually a Somali native. He's charged with providing support to al-Qaeda and with document fraud.
Some good news for some former nuclear plant workers in the region. The U.S. Senate approved a plan yesterday to pay Cold War-era nuclear weapons workers sickened by toxic substances while they were on the job. Similar legislation has passed the House, but a committee likely will be needed to work out the differences between the two. Lawmakers in Washington have complained that not enough claims have been handled yet. Now, the program includes workers from 35 sites in Ohio, including the Portsmouth Gaseous Diffusion Plant in Piketon.
More Kanawha County deputies are going to be out on patrol near Elkview this morning after somebody's been dropping several cinder blocks off of an overpass on I-79. Happened again 11 o'clock Tuesday night in the Wills Creek area. In all, 9 tractor trailers were damaged, but fortunately nobody got hurt. By the time officers arrive each time, there's nobody up on the bridge.
Hey, the Morris Square building has a new old owner, you might say. The state lawmakers approved the deal to make way for the new Alley Cat baseball stadium. It will now be part of the design of the stadium. Now, the state has already owned, unloaded the building, even passed a law to forbid the government from having any business dealings with it again. That law only lasted 4 years, and they had to change things to make way for the ballpark. That building will now be part of the revitalization of the east end of Charleston.
The legislature during that same special session also provided needed funding for things like flood relief and for welfare. But West Virginia State University is wondering why it didn't make the cut in the special session. The school has asked for $1.5 million to get matching money from the federal government. The money was not included in the regular state budget, which was passed earlier this year. The school now says it'll have to look to the state congressional delegation for help.
The Kanawha County Board of Education will look into a plan today to create a Dean of Students position at several schools in the district. The board meeting starts at 6 tonight. Board members are also set to honor the Teacher of the Year tonight, Misty Pennington.
Another council meeting up tonight, water rate hike on the agenda for the Canova City Council. Council will take public comment on that issue this evening. The meeting starts up at 7:30. It's in Canova Council Chambers.
And the city of Huntington is looking for a new seal of approval, you might say. Mayor David Fellenton is conducting a search for a new city logo, and he wants your input, helping with the design. So beginning today, logo entries can be submitted by email to the mayor's email address. You can find that link on our website, WSAZ.com, the place to go. You can also snail mail the mayor's office at P.O. Box 1659, Huntington, West Virginia, 25717. 4 finalists will be selected by July the 26th, and then Huntington residents get to vote on those 4 designs. All right, will the kids be able to head outside and play today?
Yeah, good question. Glenn William with your first warning forecast. Any more afternoon showers ahead? Also, as we head to the break, take a look at the stock market report.
At WSAZ News Channel 3, we are your source for breaking news coverage, 24 hours a day.
When you watch News Channel 3, you can be sure we'll report breaking news to you immediately, whenever it happens.
We will quickly provide clear information about how that news affects you.
And we will follow the story to give you the complete picture.
It's our commitment to you. WSAZ News Channel 3, breaking news coverage.
Shoe Carnival's Super Saturday Sale is this weekend. Sale starts Friday, and Saturday save on Early Bird Super Value items until 1 p.m. Women's sandals from Villager, Early Bird Super Value $14.98, and Skechers Early Bird Super Value $16.98. Want free shoes? Buy any women's clearance shoes. Get a second pair free, Saturday until 1 p.m. See your newspaper for an additional $10 off Friday and Saturday. And all weekend, entire stock buy 1 pair, get the second pair half price. Shoe Carnival's Super Saturday Sale this weekend.
Oh, hey, scamper.
Still glad we took the roof off the house?
We're getting better wireless reception inside, aren't we?
This is ridiculous.
Do we think alike or what? Switch to Alltel and get a wireless network built to give you clear calls inside and out. Guaranteed. Clear calls in more places?
You got that right.
Alltel.
Thank you. Honey, finish up. Come on, we gotta go.
Ew.
What's wrong?
Something's on my glass.
Let me see. Oh, it's lipstick. Excuse me, ma'am. Could we just have a new glass, please? This one's dirty. Thank you.
Mom.
Honey, I don't want you to get sick. I don't know what's on that glass.
Oh, have me one too.
You want a soap of you? There you go. There's some honey right here, too.
First Warning Weather.
Boy, oh boy, a lot of people packing plans in this weekend. There's Father's Day, of course, on Sunday.
Don't forget.
Be getting your gift together, and tip to moms out there, don't get sidetracked as you're wrapping and leave it out on the bed for your husband to see when he comes home, because I did that yesterday. There's Wild West Days in Central City coming up, and then there's Smoke on the Water going on in Charleston, so there's tons of stuff, and we're hoping for a decent
whole
weekend.
handful of stuff you were naming off.
You might be celebrating Father's Day by this weekend.
I know my wife hopes that I'm celebrating. She's about done.
Today is the official due date.
And we got nothing
no
going
action
on.
yet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. So,
There's some crazy people in the Willie household, though.
If Glenn is not on duty this time tomorrow morning, you'll know something's up.
Yeah.
Yes, and his wife will be very happy. So will I, too. So, yes, let's hope for the best. We're hoping for the best in the weather department, too. Yesterday turned out to be a decent afternoon. A few showers, but nothing too exciting. Things will pick up today. We'll have a little more shower activity to contend with, so keep that in mind as you make your afternoon plans. Let's look at the forecast. Plenty hot, plenty humid as we start the day, already into the 70s. We'll make it up to 87 for the high. Yesterday, just a few isolated showers. Today, much more action as we get into the afternoon. Radar's been pretty quiet during the overnight hours. A little bit of rain running in between Charleston and Parkersburg, now pushing to the east, and has really actually weakened quite a bit as it presses east this morning. So not much going on here as we start out, but it is very warm, very humid. Breaks in the clouds too, so we'll get some sunshine, and that'll shoot the temperature up easily into the mid-upper 80s range today. With a few clouds coming in and out, this will be a great deal of moisture. It'll be uncomfortable with that humidity. Huntington and Portsmouth both already at 74 degrees. Grayson at 73, so is Athens. Point Pleasant, Gallipolis. 68 degrees in Richwood. Look for some afternoon soakers today as those showers and thunderstorms get going. So much moisture in the air. Tomorrow, kind of the beginning of a change, a positive change. Still some scattered showers possible, but starting to see those showers decrease over the course of the next couple of days. By the weekend, Father's Day weekend, most of the action up to our north. That's the best chance for some rain from about central Ohio north as we move into the Father's Day weekend, but we still could see a passing shower at least on Saturday. 87 for the high, hazy and humid. Scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, pretty good bet today. 70 degrees overnight, lingering showers, still very steamy. Tomorrow partly cloudy, some scattered rain, 85 on Friday. Here's the extended forecast. Again, on Saturday, may catch a passing shower. Sunday looks like we'll stay dry most of the day, but still very hazy and humid with highs in the low 80s during the weekend. Don't cancel any outdoor weekend plans because we don't expect a washout. In fact, really just Saturday, a slight chance for rain, and then another chance on Tuesday. Really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a slight chance each day. Tuesday, though, the best chance for a shower of the three.
But overall, the Father's Day weekend looking pretty decent.
Overall, we're starting to try to shake loose from this, so that's good.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks. All right, catching a foul ball in the ballpark, a very, very big deal.
Yeah, you know everybody holds it up and they cheer and all that. You may have even seen the latest flap over a foul ball in the Texas ball game, but this morning, the adult at the center of that controversy has made a change. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. It's 6:43.
Yeah, you got the ball, buddy. Nice going. You took it away from a little kid. You know, there's a
First Warning Weather, brought to you by Carmichael Equipment. We help do the work in your world. Got a big job to tackle? Then you need to step up to a high-performance machine from Carmichael Equipment. Tackle almost any task and stay within your budget on a John Deere 790 compact utility tractor. Or choose from 4 different transmissions with a John Deere 4010 series. For those bigger jobs, come see the 110 TLB. With 43 horsepower, you get everything you'd expect from a construction backhoe, only smaller. Carmichael Equipment. We help do the work in your world. Gallipolis, Huntington, and our new locations in Ashland and Winfield.
Imagine how good it would feel to really be proud of your smile. You can do it with affordable dentures. We can make a real difference. You can get dentures the same day if you come in early enough. You don't even need an appointment. Our dentures are made in this office from materials accepted by the American Dental Association. Call 1-800-DENTURE for more information. We'll improve your smile at a price you really can afford.
It's June Bonus Days Plus at your Chrysler and Jeep dealer. Until June 21st, get unthinkable deals on select Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, starting with 0% financing. Or get up to $4,500 in total cash allowances on select Chrysler and Jeep vehicles when you finance through Chrysler Financial. Plus, now get a $300 gas card bonus when you buy or lease an award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or Chrysler Town & Country with Stow & Go through Chrysler Financial. Get to your local Chrysler and Jeep dealer before June 21st when June Bonus Days Plus ends.
Shop Elder Bierman's Father's Day 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday with a special preview day Thursday. Save store-wide. Save 50% on men's piqué polos, plus all shorts from Dockers and STO. Take 40 to 75% off dress shirts, too. And 12-piece barbecue sets are just $9.99. Plus, all Meridian Bay shorts, tees, and capris are now 40 to 50% off. Check your paper for your shopping pass to save even more. Elder Bierman's Father's Day 2-day sale. Smart looks, smart prices.
Imagine September 11th becoming even worse than it was. The commission investigating the 9/11 attacks now says Al-Qaeda originally thought of hijacking 10 airliners that day. In fact, Al-Qaeda had planned to destroy many more buildings all across the country, including the Capitol, the White House, a nuclear power plant, as well as buildings in Los Angeles and San Francisco, some of the key structures of the entire West. But due to internal disagreements with Al-Qaeda and operational difficulties, the whole plan got scaled back instead. The commission yesterday went on to say there was also no consultation with Saddam Hussein and no connection to Iraq.
Another form of terror going on right now in Saudi Arabia. Time could be running out for that American held hostage now. Islamic militants, that is, threatening to kill this man, Paul Johnson, by tomorrow if the Saudi government does not release al-Qaeda prisoners. The militant group released this video of Johnson identifying himself, stating he works on Apache helicopters. The State Department has told the family that they will use every resource to gain Johnson's release while adhering to the policy of not giving in to terrorist demands.
Lawmakers trying to legalize prescription drug imports have some new evidence behind them now. This morning, the General Accounting Office of the U.S. released a new study. The report says drugs obtained from Canadian websites pose few risks, and in some cases, pharmacies there have stricter standards than what the U.S. has. Prescription drugs from other countries are also less expensive than their American counterparts. Well, you may have seen these pictures. A grown man taking advantage of a 4-year-old boy at a ballpark just to get a foul ball. You may have even seen this on the Today Show yesterday morning. Matt Starr is the man who did it, a 240-pound guy bowling over a 4-year-old named Nick O'Brien, trying to get a foul ball at the Texas Ranger game. Well, the whole stadium ended up turning against him after the mom screamed at him. Now, the Rangers felt bad for him. One of the ball players, Reggie Sanders, gave the boy a ball and a bat signed by Nolan Ryan, several other souvenirs. Well, now the boy is going to get the original foul ball, too. Starr, who's a former youth pastor, has agreed to give Nick back the ball. And the Texas Rangers say he's also going to send a letter of apology to the 4-year-old and his family.
Little Nick looks unfazed by the whole deal, though.
He was fine.
He'll get it when he's older, I think. Everybody else is mad as far.
Well, he'll have a great videotape to be able to see when he understands what's up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Weather-wise today, look for more showers than we had yesterday, so keep that in mind as you make your afternoon plans or plans for the pool. TTA bus stop forecast this morning, very warm. Very humid outside, 72 degrees as we start. Some places even a little warmer than that. Upper 80s by afternoon. Look for scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon hours. 74 to start in Huntington, Portsmouth, Athens, Grayson at 73 degrees. The radar pretty quiet this morning. We've seen just a few showers sneaking across parts of West Virginia, kind of in between Charleston and Parkersburg, pressing to the east and weakening as they do so. Look for that radar, though, to light up a little more as we get into the afternoon today. And some of those could be some soakers, so we'll keep an eye out for the potential for more, at least some more street flooding in some areas. No flood watches or warnings for now, and that's good news. And yesterday's lack of rain across much of the area certainly helps that situation today as well. The UV index up from yesterday. Yesterday was a 7, today an 8. Don't forget, some skin types can burn in just 20 minutes. You want to be sure to wear that sunscreen if you're going to be out today. The glenometer has been trying to break out of a pattern too. It's been a 6 all week, a 7 today. Still steamy, still raining, but the week is ending. So as a result, the glenometer is welcoming that change.
Perk it up for the weekend.
Perk it up for the weekend.
Just don't get burned, otherwise the glenometer is going to have to go back down
right.
again.
That's right. Wear that sunscreen. I'll tell you, it doesn't take any time at all, especially in a day like today.
That's actually the highest I've seen the UV index since we've been presenting it this summer.
I was just going to say, that is the highest it's been in what we've been doing about 2-3 weeks now, yeah.
It's getting bad. Watch out. Thank you, Glenn.
All right, time right now for a check-in on Wall Street. Here is Melissa Lee with our morning business report.
Top Topping the business headlines, output at U.S. factories rose 1.1% in May. That is the biggest increase in nearly 6 years. Companies also operated at 77.8% of full capacity, a faster rate than in April. Meantime, home building activity fell 0.7 last month. That is less than expected. Building permits, a gauge of future groundbreaking activity, rose 3.5%. And Bear Stearns warned the Securities and Exchange Commission is considering recommending civil action against the company. This is related to an investigation into the brokerage firm's mutual fund trading practices. Meantime, Bear Stearns reporting second quarter earnings that beat analyst estimates. Higher bond trading pushed profits higher. Concerns about attacks on oil pipelines in Iraq weighed on the markets. The Dow Jones Industrials were off fractionally. The Nasdaq added 2 points, while the S&P 500 index was up 1 point. Those are the CNBC business headlines. I'm Melissa Lee.
When severe weather threatens, count on first warning weather information, severe weather coverage on WSAZ News Channel 3.
The hottest values of the season are here. Hurry to the sizzling summer sale at Value City Furniture.
This week, save hundreds on complete bedroom packages. Pay just $7.77 for a sleek Italian bedroom with soft microfiber headboard, footboard, and rails.
Or choose a more traditional all-wood American signature bedroom in a hand-rubbed cherry finish. Also for just $7.77.
Plus, buy now and get 6 months, same as cash.
Don't miss the sizzling summer sale. Going on now at Value City Furniture.
You just can't do any better.
I want to be president of the United States because I love this country and I think it's going in the wrong direction. People are worried about how they're going to be able to have a retirement. How are you going to have health care? 43 million Americans don't even have it. This is wrong. In the richest country on the face of the planet, no American ought to be struggling to be able to have health care. It ought to be a right that we make accessible and affordable to every single American. I'm John Kerry and I approve this message.
These folks just took the Intellos challenge.
My friends told us we just had to take the challenge.
I just took the challenge.
You get more minutes with Intellos, way more than the national guys.
Now I have true nationwide roaming minutes, so I don't have to worry about that.
I got a free phone.
Intellos is the best value.
Best value in wireless.
I took my number and switched.
I switched.
We switched.
We switched.
Come into Intellos now and get up to 5 color flip phones free when you take the Intellos challenge and switch your number to the best value in wireless.
Who would you trust?
You're the best daughters a father could ever ask for.
To find your soulmate.
Can't imagine how hard this is.
NBC next Monday. These 3 daughters will decide their father's destiny.
We have chosen you to marry our dad.
The return of America's most romantic show.
I love you.
Who Wants to Marry My Dad? Part of the new summer season. NBC next Monday.
News Channel 3 today.
Here are the local headlines for this Thursday, June the 17th. A former soldier from the Kanawha Valley is now guilty of murder. A jury says Robert Piscopo did kill Robert Bell while trying to steal his purse in 2002. Piscopo's wife went absolutely berserk after the verdict was read. She had to be carried out of the courtroom in Charleston. The Ohio Fire Marshal is now offering a reward to find the man behind a fire in Portsmouth. They're searching for a man named Jose Espejo Gonzalez. He has addresses in northern Ohio and down in Florida. He's accused of trying to kill the Collins family by torching their house on Gallia Street. And the West Virginia program called Temporary Assistance to Needy Families will not be cut. Lawmakers have approved $5 million to stop the planned cuts. It specifically will provide child care money for low-income families.
Other news, he admits to killing 15 horses by setting the barn they were in on fire. Today, Michael Holstein will learn his fate for the crime. Holstein set the Evergreen Farm stable off of Corridor G on fire last summer. Now, Holstein actually worked at the stables at the time. He faces a minimum of 5 years in prison when he's sentenced later this morning. More Kanawha County deputies are on patrol near Elkview this morning after somebody dropped several cinder blocks from an I-79 overpass. Happened around 11 Tuesday night in the Wills Creek area. 9 tractor trailers were damaged in this, but nobody was hurt. By the time officers arrived on the scene, there was no one on the bridge.
We'll check some of the events in your day ahead after this break.
And how hot and steamy will it be? One last look at your forecast with Glenn after this.
Frozen shrimp, $4.29. Smaller stores, limited varieties, no lobster tanks. Frozen shrimp at Save-A-Lot, $2.99. Low everyday prices. It's why you save up to 40%. Save-A-Lot. Just look at the receipt.
places you will likely drive a Land Rover Discovery, it's nice to know that absolutely anywhere could be one of them. Begin your adventure today. The 2004 Discovery. Available for 0% APR financing.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message. I'm optimistic about America because I believe in the people of America.
After recession, 9/11, and war, now our economy has been growing for 10 straight months. The largest tax relief in history, 1.4 million jobs added since August. Inflation, interest, and mortgage rates low. Record home ownership. John Kerry's response? He's talking about the Great Depression. One thing sure, pessimism never created a job.
Now through Saturday, shop the biggest sale at Lazarus Macy's. It's big with big specials like men's polo shirts and cargo shorts, Mrs. Clearance suits, and comforter and sheet sets. Fashion clearance is 50 to 70% off. Plus, use the biggest sale shopping pass to save even more store-wide. Now through Saturday only.
Lazarus Macy's. Way to shop.
Banquet frozen dinner, $1.69. No photo department, no banks, no sushi bar. Banquet frozen dinner at Save-A-Lot, 89 cents. No frills. That's why you save up to 40%. Save-A-Lot. Just look at the receipt.
Welcome back. Here's some of the events that are coming up today.
The public meeting will discuss environmental issues in Meigs County tonight. The Ohio Citizens Action Group hosting a discussion of the chemical C8 and its appearance in water systems. That's happening at the Meigs County High School at 6 o'clock.
The West Virginia Coal Festival continues in Boone County. It runs through the weekend. Today you can hear brass bands tonight at 7:30, and the carnival opens at 5.
That's right. And the Marshall Caravan visiting Putnam County today. Coaches Ron Jerza and Bobby Pruitt speaking at Sleepy Hollow Country Club beginning at 6.
And if you have a golf game today, you better get it in early, it sounds like.
Well, yeah, early would be much safer than this afternoon because I expect we're going to see some shower activity here during the afternoon.
You're going to sweat playing around the golf even right this minute.
Well, you're going to sweat walking to the golf cart today because it's steamy outside. Let's take a look outside on our Ironton weather cam. The Ironton-Russell Bridge this morning, and you could see the sunshine on the rooftops. A pretty decent start to the day today, but you can also see the haze in the air. Plenty of moisture, temperatures well into the 70s, and with the humidity to go with it, a little uncomfortable as we start the day again. By afternoon, look for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. They will be a little more widespread today than what we had yesterday. Didn't see much action yesterday afternoon, but I don't think that will be the case today. We'll max out in the upper 80s. Now, once we start to move into the weekend, we start to see the pattern, well, at least break down a little bit. So some changes on the way.
And good news, hopefully, for Father's Day.
Yeah, looks good.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks for being with us. Today's show's coming up next.
See you with updates. Have a great day.
It could happen on a Friday, wouldn't that be great?
The Mega Millions jackpot is now $121 million.
It's June Bonus Days Plus at your Dodge dealer until June 21st. Your chance to grab generous bonus savings and even more depending on the Dodge you choose. Qualified buyers who finance through Chrysler Financial get an additional $1,000 for a combined cash allowance of up to $4,500 depending on model. Plus, if you buy or lease a new Grand Caravan or Durango through Chrysler Financial, you'll also get a bonus of $300 in prepaid gas cards. But June Bonus Days Plus positively ends June 21st, so get to your Dodge dealer now.
Today's medicines are helping millions live longer, healthier lives. But if you're having trouble paying for your prescription drugs, RX for West Virginia can help. RX for West Virginia, a clearinghouse where America's pharmaceutical companies make patient assistance programs available to West Virginians who qualify. And for those who do, RX for West Virginia makes medicine more affordable. To see if you're eligible, log on or call RX for West Virginia, because we're here to help.
Come and listen to the story about a dog named Blue. The barking, sniffing, blue tick, KBS working for you.
Here's Melvin Gold.
Next thing you know, old Blue's a TV star. Ken folks said, Blue, move away from there. Ashland, Kentucky is the place you ought to be. So he packed up his bags and headed for Boyd County. Ford, that is. Pickup truck, factory cars, low price. Yeah.
We will exceed your expectations. Good boy, Blue.
Mattress Warehouse, the region's largest Simmons & Sealy dealer.
Good morning. The clock's ticking. Still no sign of an American hostage in Saudi Arabia, with a deadline 1 day away. Morally indefensible, Bill Clinton makes his most in-depth comments yet about his affair with Monica Lewinsky. And the error of his ways, the baseball bully is apologizing for his foul behavior today, Thursday, June 17th, 2004.
Yeah, you got the ball, buddy.
From NBC News, this is Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Thursday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Ann Curry in for Katie this morning. Good morning, everybody. Militants claiming to be members of al-Qaeda in Saudi Arabia are threatening to kill Paul Johnson Jr. tomorrow unless their demands are met.
Imagine the stress his family members are under. They are pleading for his safe return, calling him an honorable man who loves